So, hi and welcome to D&D. This is a pre-travel vlog. So, if you saw yesterday's vlog that went up, this is obviously the second one in that. I just want to go through some bits and pieces of what we've got going on and what we're planning on doing and who's going. Obviously, you can plainly see me. My husband Paul and my sister and brother-in-law are currently not here, but you will see them throughout the vlogs. So my plan is to vlog my whole trip. I love filming, I love photography, I love talking with my hands and getting them in front of my face, as you can plainly see. I plan to vlog as much as I can. Obviously, being a first timer and still trying to get my bearings with listening to my own voice back. Being a podcaster, you would think that would actually make sense in my head, but it doesn't. So there's 4 of us travelling. Now, both me and Paul have been before. We went in 2015. This holiday's been booked since 2019. We should have been back there, but obviously the world shut down, I guess. Now, we're staying at Universal Endless Summer Dockside. I wanted to stay on Universal property. Obviously, ignore the dog, by the way. Obviously, I didn't want to pay an extortionate amount. As much as I would love to stay at Portofino Bay, or going on the Disney side, I would like to stay at the French Quarter. For now, I want to see what the Universal experience is like. Please ignore the spot as well. So we're staying at Endless Summer Resort Dockside. I'm really looking forward to this. Now, obviously, I've done some research into it. I know trying to get out of the hotel complex and onto iDrive is a bit of a pain in the butt. But I intend to spend some time on International Drive as well. There's a few things I'd like to do on there. My brother-in-law is a massive curry fan. He wants to go for a curry and his birthday seems to fall while we're out there. So the plan is to take him for a curry for his birthday, which is I'm happy to do. So after having joining the Theme Park Bazza group, I got some tips off Mr. Bazza, and we're going to go to, I think it's called Flavours of India. Anyway, so we're flying with TUI, and I think it's 11:25. My plan is to be at the airport for around 6:30, 6:45. We have fast track security and we have a lounge. Now, I've never done fast track security before, so I'm a bit about that. Now, out of the whole 4 of us, I am the most organised one. I'm really sorry you're wobbling. I have actually got you on a table on my tripod, and every time I touch it, it wobbles. I'm sorry. Never done fast track security before. I'm the organised one, so I have everything. So I have everybody's passports. I have everybody's paperwork. I have a copy of everything. I have a physical copy of everything. I have an email copy of everything. And I have a copy at home. And I know that probably sounds like I'm being a bit extreme, and it's not that. I'm just absolutely petrified that if I can't get onto my emails, which has happened in the past, or I can't access my copy, at least I know my son's got a copy at home. Now, before any of you have a panic, my son is 22 and does not like the heat, will not come to Florida with us. So, we're flying with TUI at 11:25. We've got extra legroom seats. We did originally go for premium, but then the prices were coming in at like 1,500 quid for 4 of us. Now, I know that doesn't sound a lot, but when you're considering doing this at the last minute, it's like, actually no. Whereas I think I've spent about 85 quid on extra legroom seats, both there and back. So, we're going for extra legroom seats. Now, we're not hiring a car. Now, all 4 of us can drive. The size of the roads and the fact that I don't do motorways in the UK is something that really bothers me. Both my brother-in-law and husband would pretty much rather have a drink than drive, and my sister-in-law doesn't like driving on big roads anyway. So we just decided that we're going to pay for the transfers from the airport. We're actually flying into Melbourne, which is a smaller airport, and I'm led to believe that you get your luggage first before you go through immigration, which I'm looking forward to, because I know when we went to MCO in 2015, it was a nightmare. So I'm actually looking forward to going to a smaller airport. So we've got the transfers with TUI. Now, if we do Disney, and currently it's not on the cards to do Disney, we're big Epcot fans. I'd rather do Epcot than I would anywhere else, but then end of 2015, early 2016, they opened Batuu, which I'm a Star Wars fan, so you can imagine. It's in the talking point right now. We're not sure whether we're actually going to do it or not. But Hollywood Studios may well be on the cards. The one place that is completely and utterly on the cards, we are definitely doing it, is Kennedy Space Centre. I am a space nerd. And I really want to see it. I want to see it with my own eyes. You know, I've seen videos of it. I've seen people doing vlogs on it. I want to see it. So Kennedy Space Centre's on the cards on the list. Now, we didn't have a lounge booked, but then with the fast track security, I got a really decent deal. For fast track security for Fulham and the lounge for Fulham, the escape lounge in Terminal 2 at Manchester Airport, I think I got it for 170 quid. So I did really, really well there. So as I said, there's 4 of us flying. There's myself, and they call me the crazy lady. I'm the organised one. There's Paul the Joker, hates flying. I've just spent the last 48 hours trying to find something to keep Paul occupied on the plane. Now, normally we'd have a games console, a miniature games console. We had a Nintendo Switch. It kept turning itself off. The battery died. It was a nightmare. We only flew to Gran Canaria, which is 4 hours away. So, after some serious research and deliberation, we've worked out that my laptop will power a game that Paul absolutely loves and can spend hours and hours and hours on. Hence, my laptop going with us. I'm grateful and I'm glad that my laptop's going. With the amount that I'm planning on filming, I've actually got a external hard drive for my phone. So I'm going to download all my videos that I record onto the external hard drive and then transfer it to the laptop. So it's not filling up the laptop. I can keep it on the external hard drive. It's a terabyte, so that's quite good. Now, I know some of you are probably going, how are you going to power a laptop on a plane? Well, again, that was my thought. Sometimes certain planes come with actual genuine plug sockets, but you can actually buy a power bank for a laptop. Surprised? I was. So we're going to get that. So then, obviously, Paul's the Joker, so we've sorted Paul out for the flight. We've got my sister-in-law, Deanne, or Dee. This is one of her bucket list trips, and she is a roller coaster junkie, quite literally. She will go on anything. Now, the one thing about me and Paul is we don't do roller coasters. Paul, unfortunately, since having therapy a long time ago, is frightened of pretty much everything. I used to be an adrenaline junkie. I'd be on any roller coaster you could possibly imagine. But unfortunately, due to what they suspected was a stroke about 7 years ago, I've been asked now by doctors not to pressurise my head or go upside down. Hence, not doing the roller coasters. I will do smaller roller coasters. Like, I didn't know it was a roller coaster, but I put Paul on it and we went on the Mummy at Universal. Now, for those of you that have been on the Mummy will know that's quite a fast roller coaster. Paul was not happy. He used to get in trouble. Anyway. And then you got Ryan, or Rye. Ryan is so laid back. He is genuinely I'm not going to call him the sheep of the group, just follows the leader. But that's exactly what Ryan does. He just goes with the flow, follows the leader. If Deanne wants to go on a roller coaster, Ryan's right behind her. He will try anything once. So, we have Universal tickets. I got them from Attraction Tickets Direct, did I? No, I just got them from Attraction Tickets. Attraction Tickets and Attraction Tickets Direct, 2 different companies. I got them from there. I think I paid £1,200 in total, I think. Something like that for 4 of us. So we're relatively up to date. We're in the process of changing spending money, which is driving me insane. We changed I changed 750 quid a few weeks ago, and I got the rate at 126, which was great. 2 days earlier, 125 it was. 2 days earlier, I got a rate of 126. I only changed 300 quid. So it's kind of like, so it's obviously swings and roundabouts when it comes to changing money, I guess. So I'm a blogger. I like to write, just because I've got a face for radio, not a face for filming, but you're seeing it anyway, so I'm really sorry. So we have now received the Universal tickets. They didn't come in the post, they came via email. I've had to print them off, Then I made the stupid mistake of connecting all tickets to my app. So I've got all 4 tickets. Now, I know somebody's going to turn around and say, well, that's not really a problem. It is a problem. The problem is, if Deanne and Ryan want a mobile order, I've then got to go and stand at guest services for them to mess about to get their tickets off my app onto one of their apps. Now, they're not going to use the app as much as me and Paul will. We check for wait times and things like that. But we're going to go out. We're going to see how that goes. We've booked the airport. Now, like I said, we all drive, but none of us are driving on the day of us flying. So we've ordered a minibus, which will take us from my home to Manchester Airport. It's about 7 miles away. It's not too bad. I'm just going. I've got a list of everything. I want to update you so you know what's going on. So, Horror Nights. Now, I have a story for you. We went to Horror Nights in 2015, and the first house that we went into was Insidious. I don't do horrors. I don't watch horrors. Blood, guts and gore do not bother me. But being in a confined space with people jumping out of you is not my idea of fun. So, we did the Insidious house, and I pretty much spent the whole of that walk through that house with my head buried in the back of Paul. To the point where I said there's a permanent imprint of my face in his back. I had to apologise to the poor man in front of us, who Paul kept banging into, because I was trying to get out as fast as I could. To the point where every time I lift my head up, I'd see something that shouldn't move, like a body bag, sitting back down in a church pew. I won't do it again. Sort of. So, we are doing Horror Nights this year, and for the simple reason being, Paul and Ryan are planning on doing the houses. I'm happy to pay for express for both of them to get them into the houses and out. Myself and Deanne are people watchers. And I think the best thing Universal ever did was put scare zones in. Forget the houses, I'm too frightened to go in them. I know that's holding my hands up. But the scare zones are incredible. The characters, the scare actors, absolutely phenomenal. And I love it. I love watching people running around. And now I don't get scared if somebody runs at me a chainsaw. I just laugh. Whether it's nerves or not, I don't know. So we are definitely doing Horror Nights this year. We're looking at doing it twice. And my ultimate goal out there while vlogging is to actually go live from Halloween Horror Nights. Whether it be just a walkthrough of me not talking. This phone, I'm filming on a phone. I've been very gracious to get an upgrade, and I'm now on the Samsung S23 Ultra, which has got phenomenal camera skills. Not camera skills, camera options. And one of them is the director's mode, where you can still see me, but you can see what's going on in front of me as well. I've got a gimbal, which I've showed you already. This is my gimbal that you're currently sat on. Otherwise, you'd be down here, and I'd be talking to you down here, and you'd be able to see me double chin, and that's not ideal. Even though you can already see, but still. Anyway, so I'm planning on going live from Horror Nights. Just because I know there's a few people that can't go, would really like to go this year. We've also got 5 scare zones, and a couple. I think we've got 10 houses in total. And there is one house I don't really know much about. I couldn't even tell you the name right now. Something to do with Dr. Oddfellow, I think. And I'm led to believe this isn't really a scary house, but I want to see walkthroughs first before I go. Now, we fly on the 12th of September. Obviously, Horror Nights opens on the 1st. So I will be watching, like, Rick's Flicks, for instance, live while they're out there, because he will film live. He will do a YouTube live out there on the 1st. I think you're pretty much up to date on what we've got going on. There is a couple of thank yous I want to say to James and Ben for the support. You know what you've done. The conversations, just generally being supportive. I'm trying to think who else I've got. The Law Greens, again, for just the conversations and just talking and again support. So thanks, guys. To Bazza Theme Park Bazza. Give him a watch. Give all three of them a watch. They've all got their own YouTube channels. To Bazza for the information on the Curry House. So, I think that's it for now. I think I've covered everything. Next, coming up on the pre-travels will be all about my really extensive clothing problem. And I say extensive clothing problem, we've got 26 pairs of pants and 30 odd tops and 3 dresses. I think I'm taking too much. So that'll be something we will deal with in a future vlog. So, with that being said, I am going to leave you be. And I will see you again probably tomorrow. Have a great day. Bye for now.